Welcome to another episode of Entrepreneurs in Fuego. We're documenting the journey of incredible entrepreneurs. We're here at the Micropigmentation 2016 conference with my main man, Bryce Keelman, but I have with me Mr. Damien Porter, directly from the UK.
All the way from the UK.
All the way from the UK. And, okay, I'm going to butcher this.
Sure.
Yorkshire, don't correct me, Yorkshire Pennines.
Pennines, Yorkshire. Hey, you got the first part right. Yorkshire Pennines. Okay.
How you doing, brother?
I'm good. We're all having a great time here today.
It is a great time to be here at this conference.
Yeah.
Micropigmentation, we've heard a lot of stories, a lot of success stories, but you are the scalp guru. What makes you the guru, or what is a scalp guru?
We offer a service to the industry. We help technicians develop and grow their businesses in this industry, and we also help the consumer. We help them with giving them the right information so they can make better choices. So we're kind of an information sounding off board. So people call us for advice, they ask for our opinion on things, and we're there to support them through their journey, whether they're a technician or a client.
So in other words, it's not just for somebody that wants to have the procedure done, but also for people who are or are looking to be in the industry, to go and find out what this thing is all about.
Ultimately, our mission is we want standards to improve across the industry. We want the customer to get the very best experience, and that means we've got to support the technicians too. We support the customer through their buying choices, and we support the technicians so they can build the best businesses they can and offer the best results possible.
Damien, where are the technicians getting their education nowadays?
I
mean, other than Bryce's and mentorships and what Scalp-aesthetics is doing, but where else do they get their education?
This is an unregulated industry. So
unregulated industry.
It's unregulated, okay. Virtually unregulated. Yes, anyone can set up as a training school, but there are some schools that rise above others. That consistently show that they do great work and they turn out great students. So there's some of these schools exist in the US, some of them are in the UK, and there's a couple in Europe. So they are there, but some are better than others, so choosing the right school is really important.
What I hear is that you're kind of, with scalp-guru.com, you're kind of holding the pulse of what's happening in the industry, what people are saying, what the kind of feedback that you're getting almost on a real-time basis.
Do you know, a lot of people think we're a news service, and I get that. I mean, we're here to report on what's going on. I mean, if something happens in the industry, we're usually the first people to report it.
Right.
If a key figure in the industry has got something that they want to announce to the world, if they've got an opinion or something that they feel people should know, they use us as a platform. So we are, in effect, a news service as well as an information and advice service.
In the micropigmentation industry, because it's growing so fast, do you see regulation coming, and franchisees and the people in the industry, technicians, should they be aware or concerned about that?
I don't see regulation because we're talking about a global market where the laws in every country, and even in every state in the US, the laws vary from state to state, country to country. Regulation is real tough. I think what we will see is accreditation becoming much more important.
Okay.
So the tipping point will be when the customer demands that the technician has a certain accreditation. Technicians that can achieve that will win way more business, and the demand for that accreditation will increase, and that will improve overall standards, because then everyone has at least a baseline level of performance.
And the accreditation would come from whom?
Now that's the $1 million question. I mean, right now there isn't anybody offering specific accreditation beyond their own training schools, but I don't think we're too far away. I talk to a lot of people in the industry, and there's a whole bunch of people that want this to happen. It's just a case of the right people coming together to do it as a collective. I mean, if you're accrediting somebody's skill, somebody's value as a technician, then you can't have a commercial bias. It has to be an independent forum of people that does that. So the industry is going to have to come together and collaborate to make that happen.
Do you see that happening soon?
I see that happening very soon, and we will certainly support that as much as we can. A big part of what we do is about bringing the industry closer together. We want people to collaborate. That's why we're here. Yeah, that's why I've flown here to come to this event. We want people to work closely together. So we will certainly support that, and yes, I see that happening very soon, within the next couple of years, if I guess, yeah.
And this is the 2016 conference for micropigmentation. So in about maybe a couple of years, you said 2018 or so or less, that you would see this consolidation or this accreditation coming together.
Yes, as long as it's credible, independent, and the accreditation carries real value for the consumer and offers them real protection. Yeah, absolutely. I can see it happening within the next 2 years. Yeah.
Is either that or you are forced to have some type of regulation by maybe a state government or even a federal government?
Yeah, I mean, if there is regulation, that's largely going to that's going to be real basic. You know, it's going to be, look, you've got to produce, you've got to work in a hygienic environment, health and safety, and so on and so forth. It doesn't regulate the quality, the aesthetic quality of the result.
So if I'm doing micropigmentation in the back of my truck, no good.
No, absolutely no.
All right, but right now,
why are you?
I'm looking at all the multimillionaires here in this room, and the people that, you know, all the lives that you folks are changing. I might go into it, but probably as a client first, brother.
Hey, give me a call.
Absolutely. We won't take bribes, though. No. We won't take bribes. But how did this change your life? I mean, because I talked to you, and we've talked to all these people over here. You're happy people.
Do you know, the thing is, right, I mean, I didn't realize how much this meant to me until afterwards. I wasn't that bothered. I mean, seriously, I got this done because I'm in the industry and people expected me to have it done. So I thought, okay, I'll get it done.
It's so natural. I mean, it's just perfect.
I didn't give it a thank you. I didn't even give it a second thought. I just went and did it. It wasn't until a few months later that I suddenly realized I'm more sociable, I'm happier, I'm more confident. And it was a retrospective thing for me, and it was bizarre. It was the strangest feeling. I didn't realise I had a confidence issue. All I know is that after I got this done, I started feeling better, and you know, I'm really happy. It was a great move for me.
That is interesting because we've heard description from just beautiful people that we've interviewed today that some of their clients, their posture changed, their voice changed. Their demeanors change when they walk into a room.
Yeah.
And we're hearing the stories of the before procedure and the after procedure. And the before procedures, people hiding, putting caps on, putting hats on, getting suntans to hide. I mean, we've heard it all. Doing the come-overs. We just heard it all.
Yeah, confidence affects every aspect of a person's life. It affects their relationships. It affects how they are, how they carry themselves. And how they carry themselves affects their performance at work, their performance in relationships, their friendships. Confidence is key. It's a core attribute of who we are. So when you improve confidence, you improve every aspect of somebody's life.
And you know, I think that I have to define it as a combination of humility. The people that I've talked to, they're very humble. I mean, they're very grounded, but they have a swagger of a confidence.
Yeah, they do.
Yes?
Yeah.
You get the tattoos, you get the people just walking around with a swagger, but with a self-confidence that comes from knowing who they are.
Yeah, you know, that you use the word humble, and I think the reason for that is because these guys might have confidence now, but they know what it felt like before.
Good point.
So there's appreciation. There's an appreciation for the craft. They're thankful to their technician.
Yep.
And they feel good. You know, I mean, they feel good because they know what it's like to not feel good. So they value and appreciate how they feel so much more.
And it's great because, you know, when you're grateful about having what you have right now, that confidence, that swagger, but you remember what it was like before the procedure. And so it's really the transformation is phenomenal.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean everything. Some people who come to us, I mean, they get this done. Everything changes. Everything. I mean, you know, these guys go from being reclusive to all of a sudden wanting to get out there and sort of spend more time out in the world, you know? I mean, and that changes, as I say, everything about them. It gives them more job opportunities. You know, it gives them a better social life. You know, if they're single, they're more likely to meet somebody. When they meet that person, they're more likely to present themselves well. There's every aspect of their life changes in a positive way, and for some people it's a very mild change. For other people it's genuinely life-changing.
Yeah. When are you going back to England?
I'm off to Philly, New York. I'll go back in a few days.
Have you tried the tacos here in Phoenix. You know what that is?
Yeah, I had a taco for breakfast. What is that? What is all that about? I had a taco for breakfast. So yeah, I have. I'm not sure that was such a good move.
What's the English dish that the U.S. and the Phoenicians here, we should stay away
Oh,
from?
but you know,
We should stay away from
fish and chips.
fish and chips. There is a great place actually in Scottsdale that serves fish and chips.
Really?
Oh, believe me, you've invaded the United States in more ways than
man.
one. But we will get to England with our tacos. There will be an invasion of tacos, I promise you, and I will be leading that revolution. Damien, man, I appreciate it.
No worries.
I appreciate
Thank you very much, sir.
Have a safe
Thank
trip.
you.
We'll be looking for you in the near future. Thank you so much, and with that, we're out.